That's funny. And we're live. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. I am here with my co-host Ray Ash. We have our semi-final number 2 underway very shortly. Just waiting for the last player to lobby up. How are you doing?
Yep, that's right. Another. All right. Another disconnection. You gotta wait for me. All right. Do I wait or do you wait or something? Anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the second semifinals of this match. Let's see who is going to take on New Guild for our grand finals match. And seems that everyone is here. Not everyone is ready yet. And yeah, we're almost getting straight into the action, and just can't wait.
For sure. I found that if you're not next to the person commentating, you'll always step on each other's toes a little bit. It's almost impossible because when you're sat next to each other, it's easy to see when the other person's about to say something, etc. Oh, we just had someone join our voice channel. Oh, no problem. It's one of the founders. They are welcome to do so.
Yep, and everyone is ready, and I think we're gonna have to start.
Yeah, I'll hit go in the chat with a little question mark. Oh, I don't even need to. The other teams are hitting G already. So we have B4G2 versus GameTradeMarket 2. Looking forward to this. This is our last semi-final to see who will play New Guild 1.
Yep, gonna set my data sheet ready, and let's get it on. And yeah, I'm looking at the picks right now, and it seems to me that a lot of more heroes have gotten into favor apart from the usual bans that we've seen, and one of them being the Ling. We've seen S Dash on that Ling a while ago, and yeah, that was a spectacle. And just simply like in the right hands, the Ling is so freaking good. And another hero, who's really good in the right hand, is the Fanny. So no assassin junglers we're going to see. And another one of the bans being the Bruno. We've talked about it countless times already. We've been to be fair, Bruno, I'm tired of seeing him. I'm pretty sure he needs a nerf in the next coming patches. I hope so tomorrow because of the advanced server patch notes, but that is another conversation that we're gonna have. The last ban being the Rovaria, so a lot of heroes open Diggy, and I was about to say Edith.
Good, cool. And we're gonna see how GameTradeMarket answer back.
Yeah, they should answer back with maybe like a good controlling mage. Eve is open. If not, we would go for a marksman. I was about to say marksman. I was thinking about the Irithel, but the Beatrix, works just as well. Combine it with the Florin, so they're kind of honest. They're gonna go for a healer type of composition to keep everyone alive wherever you are in the map.
That makes sense for sure. It's kind of good answer. And we're going to see now Franco locked in for B4G.
Okay, B4G opting to go for more of a pick off style. Gonna get those lucky hooks. And I've seen a really good Franco game, like getting all those hooks. Even though they lost, I'm pretty sure. My memory kind of fuzzy, but again, for Franco in the right hands is gonna be very, very impactful. Get that one hook, like if your hooks are accurate, or even if just get those bloody hunts, and that's gonna be an instant -1, similar to the Kaja. But right now, despite having 2 tanks already, the Terizla is a really good choice because 3 of the heroes right now really love to go in and not have a lot of get out potential, and that is where the Terizla comes in. We have seen this penalty zone being into good use, so whenever someone goes in, if Terizla is in a very good angle, in a very good position to initiate or even counter initiate, then that is gonna bode well for GTM. I'm gonna set up some of the data here before I forget as we head on straight into the second phases of the draft. The Leslie is gonna get banned, so really preventing that full potential of the true damage, and the alpha ban as well on the opposite side. But speaking of true damage, we have the carry in the hands of Harbsy, and that is a really good answer for the Charizla. Though like the Florence is gonna need to have a really good amount of timing in order to get the healings up beforehand. Well, not Hanabi. Before the carry could do any significant damage, especially on heroes with low HP thresholds, to maximize that. Sorry, to maximize the true damage capabilities of what the carry can bring to the table, as well as the Lancelot. And you really put in the Baksha.
Yeah. Last
Okay,
pick.
Baksha. Okay, another it's gonna be a tank jungler now. Really mobile for a tank. But a Baksha, a tank into a carry is not something that I would have in mind. Because we all know carry is your resident tank shredder marksman with a true damage, and bringing more tanks just gives carry all the more reason for her to be utilized in the lineup of BGR. So yeah, really excited to see what's gonna transpire here. I want to look at the emblems for a bit. Marksman emblem with tenacity, the tank talent on the marksman emblem, and I said before that the new emblem system, the first time being on this tournament, that you can mix and match everything to your favor, and that is exactly what they are trying to seek right now. Is just full on utility, just trying to get everything that they have in their arsenal. And yep, everyone throwing at each other for this second semifinals game between BGR and CTG. GTM.
Yeah, that's the one. No
Yeah.
worries.
Where does CTG come from?
I
Where does CTG come from?
I
have
don't
no
actually
idea.
know, but yeah, B4G2 in the blue, GameTradeMarket 2 in the red.
GTM.
Yeah, GTM, that's the one. And
Yeah, it's a new team, so pardon.
we've had a pause.
New team.
We've had a pause
okay.
request. I'll find out what's going on.
Alright, I'm gonna use this time to discuss more about the draft.
Go for it.
Yeah, like I said, the Baksha and the Charizla won't bode well against the carry, especially if the carry gets a really good amount of farm. Now, I'm from the map that I'm seeing right now, from the pause, they have the junglers are just basic rotations for the jungle. Jungle pass purple onto orange, and both roamer and mid laner are battling out, try to clear the wave on the mid lane. So no rotations are happening. So I am really curious on the matchups. Like both lanes are a skilled matchup. Like the carry is gonna be able to try to poke down the carry with the true damage, while Matrix, the carry. I forgot what I'm saying. The carry will be able to poke out the Beatrix with the true damage and the light wheels, but the Beatrix just have raw damage output, whether it be from the Bennett to clear the wave, or the Nibiru just for the poke damage. So I'm curious on what is going to be their farming strategy as we head on back into this game. And after mentioning the matchup of the Edith and the Charizla. Now, I mentioned there that Nairobi on the Charizla has really good damage output per hit, while the Edith does not have a level power spike, at level 4. She needs to hit level 4 in order to utilize the maximum, to use her kit, to make the most out of her kit. That's the word I'm looking for.
Maximally. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Nice. And yeah, interesting early game. Only one kill so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. That went over to B4G. And a good stun on G-Easy over near top lane.
Yeah, went onto the Franco, but a kill's a kill. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's early days yet. And a double team over on the tower. Is it going to pay off? A triple team even. They can't stick it.
And again, prioritizing onto the XP lane. The rotations onto the XP lane with Nairobi was so really low. And the Lancelot? The Lancelot was level 4, so like he didn't have any hesitation to go in, but you have a really tanky Teresa over there. But look at that, there's ultimate from the Eve. There's a bloody hunt. Chip is gonna go down, and the Petrify combination there. Super Soap actually manages to secure the turtle of this game.
Wow, and GameTradeMarket.
Shields.
Yeah, chasing.
Easy. Oh my goodness, that was a clutch. That was a clutch retribution from Super Sophie. They were like so super low from the combination of J. Carl, but when they get that retribution, you have the extra shields and regeneration. So that is why they got that kill and a little bit of sliver of health, some replenishment from that turtle seal.
Indeed. And it was important because now the game has swung a little bit over into GameTradeMarket 2's favour. Both teams looking for a early advantage. And here we go with B4G.
Oh, there's a hook, there's a Thorned Road, there's a knock-up. Beatrix, not even a flicker can save your life.
Yeah, that was 4v1 and a good gank over there on the gold lane.
Yeah, if you were the Beatrix, and I would just like,
I'm dead.
pray for something. Even if I'm dead, you gotta hope that something's gotta get traded. But so far, from what I'm seeing, nothing's happening. But look at that, another kill! Oh my goodness! Even the Bloom is not gonna save the Beatrix's life. Diving in once again onto the gold lane.
But this time Heisenberg in trouble and kills are leveled up, but Nairobi goes down over on the XP lane off screen.
That is a 1v1 kill. Now Simper Sophie trying to make a difference, but very close. Harbsy getting out alive. Lord missing the puncture, so not gonna engage further.
Yep, makes sense. And so far a near stalemate. Turtle spawns.
And there's gonna be a turtle fight. Both junglers are present there. And who's gonna take it? Not even the Bennett's Rage gonna help it out. Gonna help out. Lord secures the second turtle, but there's that knockup. They're gonna punish Simper Sophie.
Yeah, didn't get out of there quick enough. Hung around, and should not have done.
Yeah, so like keep on getting those kills to give openings on neutral objectives. That's the main theme from what I'm seeing in this lower echelon of tournaments. In pros that there's a lot more strategies than this one, like all the rotations, like who to gank first and whatnot. They did gank in the XP lane for some turtle control, but by the looks of things, it's gone a little bit even.
Yeah, so far pretty even. 1,000 gold lead for B4G. They'll be happy with how things are going, but it's still very close.
Oh, look at how fast Lord is farming, even committed Grand Theft Purple. Now 2v2 situation, cutting onto the red side, make that a third member for the side of DTM. Look at that phantom execution. Nairobi gets taken out and trying to use iframes, flickering in and dashing out of the way. Say bye-bye, but another bye-bye once again to the Beatrix. Double kill even for J. Carl.
Wow, we missed...
And a turret to boot.
Yeah, double kill off screen, and yeah, impressive stuff. We were chasing the action down over on bot lane, but top lane was where it went down.
Yeah, I saw it on my point of view. It's just very oppressive now. Again, the constant ganks onto the gold laner means that you're really choking out one of the main damage dealers of the lineup, and that is the Beatrix. If you're looking for damage, who do you rely on? Is it the Turisla? Is it the Baksha? The Eve maybe, but this is not burst. So you're not gonna have enough time to deal enough damage. And speaking of damage, gotta get the hook onto GG Easy, flickering out of here. The rough waves, nobody home. Nairobi with the penalty zone, and gonna get the bonk, gonna get the whack. GG Easy gonna fall. The Lancelot, third rose to kill once again the Beatrix. RWM It's gonna be a shutdown. CJ onto Lord, but hold on a minute. Suplex, power bomb. CJ, there's the Wrath. Basic attacks, unstoppable off screen on my end, but the Edith kills off the Eve. So it's a 4v1, 4-1 trade in favor of BG. Oh my God.
B4G2. Before we know it.
B4G.
No worries. Yeah, impressive work. They now have double the kills and a big 3,000 gold lead. B4G2 comfortably in control, and they will probably get this next turtle due to that.
I'm getting my names wrong lately. Like, they have the same letters and the same, they both roll off the tongue similarly that I just couldn't know. So, like, apologies.
No worries. I've done it too. Easily done. And, yep, the turtle did easily go over to B4G as we expected. And now we're seeing turrets going down as well.
Yeah, GG Easy does have her flower, but, like, I'm gonna check the items myself for a minute. Who has the flower? From what I'm seeing, the Florin doesn't equip the flower onto anyone, which is very weird. You should equip a flower onto like one of the damage dealers, preferably Chime, but like no flower present there in their item builds. But hold on a minute, there's a knockoff from the Karita and immobilization from the Edith. Chips trying to do some damage, but everyone disengaging. They don't need to take this fight just yet because they're at a 4k deficit, and you don't want to take any risk, especially since that you really need to have your marksman, your main damage dealer, farmed up so that you can be back into these fights, because right now only a Blade of Despair is present on the way to the Hunter Strike, but the rest of the members already having most of their core items now.
Yep, and we're seeing a nice little tactic here from B4G2, lying in wait, but it may end up not panning out to anything.
Yeah, right now just pressing the advantage. They're like rotating accordingly, try to pressure who gets in the way, just in the name of the objectives, and namely Nairobi in this situation. Almost taking down the turret, but there's a wave up on top, and I believe that is tier 2 almost gone. RWM zoning everyone out, but look at Harbsy setting up, as well as Lord, but nope, everything is cleared. The top tower is defended for now, and everyone is setting up for Lord is B4G.
Yeah, B4G easily gonna melt this one down. Might not even be a contest on it.
Oh, Grand Theft Purple from Chips.
Wow.
Grand Theft Purple, even beating out the Retribution. I believe Super Sophie like was saving it for later, but like in this situation they could have used it now.
Right.
And because of that conservation, like you just surrendered your purple. And there's a knock-up, there's a hook combination, but that is a Baksha. He's very tanky, so not the target that you would want. Because right now they're just gonna focus on the turrets, zoning everyone out to let the minions do the work as the Lord marches up on top lane. Now the situation for hold on a minute, whoa! Look at that knockup, look at the crowd control, look at the amount of damage, and there is the penalty zone flickering out of here. Nairobi is gonna get punished for his actions there. Chips returning one onto Chang, as well as GG EZ. 3 down. There's a wave up on mid, and there's a hook. Get over here! CJ gonna get taken out. Super Sophie is the one left, but the Lord still healthy. Everyone, and look at it, set sail for another quick game. There's a blast, but not enough to clear out this wave. There's a suplex. There is the power bomb. Harbsy raking him in half. There was a penalty zone onto 2 as well as a spray. The beer is fashion, but look at that Lord Tower lock on the crystal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was close. They nearly lost everyone in the attempt, but they got it. They got the last hit on the tower. Game 1 going over to B4G2. Very hard luck there to GameTradeMarket. It was a great game. That was actually a really fun match. So, yeah, great match. Some great kills from both sides, but yeah, I'll let you go over the stats and talk about what we saw.
One of the main reasons why they're able to deal that much damage is because of the hooks from the Franco and the pickups from the Edith.
Right.
Like some accurate hooks. I've seen like a few, but there's some that made a difference. You know, excuse me. I ate a bit as well, but
All good. All
you know,
good.
kidding aside, the carry, like, you know, despite being 2-1-8, not killing a lot, but did have a lot of assists. There's the reason why they had that momentum going on, and it's because they choked out the damage dealer so hard, trying. You cannot blame them. 250 like 3.1 on the score, but the other reason is because that everyone is like pressuring up on top. They don't care about bottom because like even at that point, like Chips is winning against the Terizla. And I should point out a flaw on Nairobi's build, that he didn't build some magic defense. Like even though Edith deals HP based damage, you still gotta whittle that damage output down by going for tough boots instead of the warrior boots, as well as maybe Athena's or Oracle or something, like, anything that can help you stand ground against the Edith, which is why B4G, am I right? Yeah, B4G did
Yep.
not care about the XP lane. It's because Edith is winning against the Terizla, and they prompted to go all out or like, all in onto the Beatrix to prevent her from getting items, to prevent her from dealing damage as expected, because that's the only damage dealer. You cannot rely on the rest of the members to deal damage for them because it's not burst damage.
That makes a lot of
And how
sense.
can you deal damage? Like, how can you deal damage against the likes of the Franco and Edith standing ground while the carry, the Kagita, the Lancelot just dealing damage whenever needed if one of the tanks grabs a hold onto somebody? Even Kagita is like, you know, initiating because they are like in such a huge lead.
Right. Well,
They
in
being able to burst, they just being able to burst down anyone. And 11-07, that is a landslide if you ask me.
Indeed, that was an incredible game and good match. Good match, and it was close for a bit early, but yeah, GameTradeMarket ran away with it. Let's get set up for match 2 of semi-final number 2. We'll be back shortly after a small break. And we're back. Teams are ready. Switching over the side of the brackets. This time it's GameTradeMarket 2 in the blue, B4G 2 in the red. Everything's ready. I think we can go.
Yep, we can go and yep, gonna start up the game.
Let's do this. B4G obviously need the win to go into the final. GameTradeMarket need the win to take this to a best of 3. Let's see how it unfurls.
Are there any heroes of significance that we should take note of in the last game? Because right now, like, I'm not sure on who to ban, except the Ling and the Fanny. I believe, yeah, that's gonna be an auto ban at this point,
Yeah,
and maybe
for
the Bruno
sure.
as well. Then you go a little bit more textbook on the banning phase, because if you want, if out of all the heroes that you would want to go through, that you wouldn't want to go through, I believe it's the Edith. She has
Right.
been winning a lot of lanes lately, so I predict that she's going to be next in line in the ban, if not pick.
That would make sense for sure. GG Easy gets to pick the next ban.
And it's going to
Kadita.
be the Kadita instead. Okay, there was Bruno ban, there was the Kadita, and I believe she was an important tool because of the burst damage that she can apply, and also going to be Flex being in the mid and the wrong position. And could there be a Ling ban here just so that they won't go into the hands of a
There
you
we
know of a
go.
yeah, there it is.
Good call, my dude. Yeah, very good shout.
And next up might be the Edith. There it is. Yep, that's going to shape this meta, or at least the theme for this matchup so far. Now, would they go for a Terizla again or like an X-Borg? But they're looking for a mid lane pick. So instead of the Eve, maybe Valentina, and that's gonna be picked. It will be if it's a marksman. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Beatrix again. Is maybe another option like an Irithil, but nope, it is going to be the Beatrix.
Yep, pretty safe pick, and Beatrix has been strong throughout this tournament as well.
Yeah, like not too strong, not too weak, but still very efficient. And goddamn. Okay, Novaria is actually open. Haven't thought about that, but they did pick the Valentina just for this utility of trying to steal other heroes' ultimates. But Novaria, yeah, you are really gonna have to respect that and couple that with Novaria and sorry, Lolita to not as well block the basic attacks from the Beatrix, as well as to prevent them from picking Lolita in case the projectiles of the Novaria could be blocked.
Very good shouts, and it will be interesting to see what's going to be locked in here.
Looking for a
Kaja.
roamer pick, and that's a Kaja. Okay, looking to have the combination of Divine Judgment as well as the damage output of the Beatrix, but then again, if you really want to maximize the potential of your lineup, I think you need to have another damage dealer and not put all of your eggs into one basket, because that didn't work out the last time when Beatrix was picked. The last game, literally. So yeah, you might need to have a little bit more damage. You do have to Valentina. She's able to carry the game, but switching over onto the second phase of the okay, got thrown off there. No ban for GTM. They did ban out the Fredrin, and the Martis might be the jungler for B4G.
Interesting, and so we're going to see the final two picks from GameTradeMarket 2.
Melissa. Okay. Very interesting. You really want to give that a lot of poke damage with the models, and looking to pick a Balmond, a personal favorite of mine, and Balmond. I am not too sure on whether it can have a really good amount of space to like go in with the lethal counter retribution combo. Really good objective securing capabilities of the Balmond, might I add. So again, going for another strategy of putting eggs into one basket, which is the Melissa. So you gotta learn from your mistakes. You really gotta have to support your marksman if you want to have a better chance at the late game. But right now, the Martis being the jungler, which means he's gonna have really good early game potential and potential decimates to chain kill to like really open up objectives. just get
So,
those kills one after the another, and just give a lot of space for the Beatrix and the Kaja to babysit and whatnot. Every single member of there deals a good amount of damage, while the other you just one-time damage from the Novaria. You're gonna have to reload, and yeah, that's all I could say. I'm blabbering a lot. We're just gonna let these players do the talking as we head into the second game of this semifinal.
that's right, GameTradeMarket 2 versus B4G2. And GameTradeMarket need the win to take this into the final third match. B4G need the win to go straight into the finals. Let's see how it plays out.
They really want to force that game 3. They don't want the same mistakes to happen twice. So right now, the Lolita, yep, is going to help out babysit Chang on this Melissa. And I should add that Melissa and Lolita is actually a really good combo. It's because Lolita gives out a free stun, while Chang can use her doll, the models, to deal extra basic attacks onto the target. And it prompted Heisenberg on the Kaza to rotate onto the top lane, but that's what I was talking about. The Martis really good in the early game damage, and that's how we got that first blood onto the Balmond there. Looking for another one. Nairobi is very close into that threshold, almost there. The mark is not there, and he is not in kill range. So, Nana.
Yeah, now he's doing a little spin. Don't be too confident.
Don't be too confident. And I was looking at the light. Actually, no, he didn't decimate. He wasn't even level 4. It's just raw damage output that killed the Balmond. And Nairobi getting killed once again by the X-Borg.
Yep. Over there, it's a tough matchup and was on low health. Probably should have recalled to base and lived to fight another day. But hung around too long.
I was too fixated on the entire kiss that I didn't even take into consideration on pre-level 4s. Like a couple kills without ultimates, I don't think that is a really good. That is not a good sign for you.
Right.
Yeah, like if you're getting stomped, even though you don't have your key abilities in use, then there must be something wrong with your decision making, and you must get a little bit of a fact check right there. Because right now, the Balmond. Starting off the turtle there's the suplex. Chips might get picked off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ultimate onto 3! Lord with a triple kill as well! And that is a very impactful first turtle of the game. Make that a maniac! What in the world?
Yeah, chased down CJ and got the maniac and an easy turtle due to the kills. So that takes it to 6-0 and a 3,000 gold lead. GameTradeMarket 2 need to do something a little bit different pretty much immediately.
I don't want to speak too soon, but if it were like a solo queue game with random people, I would call it quits already. Yeah. But I wanted to show I won't be too sure about that, because teams, they should never give up, because right. there are chances of a comeback, but when will it happen? Of course it's gonna be late game, but what are the chances of it?
Yeah, it goes lower and lower, and this meta is even harder for the comeback than it's been in the past.
Good thing you recalled about the meta on early advantages.
Yep, for sure. And CJ goes down again.
Decimate, and it's gonna pull Sinfor Sophie back. Will it be enough threshold? No! The Decimate is not enough. The lethal counters the Martis.
Yep, they needed that, and they need a lot more, but at least it's a start.
Right, it is a shutdown jungler onto jungler actions, so that minimizes the deficit that GTM has so far. But like I said, they need more of that.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to punish Lord, because that shutdown gold is huge.
Right.
Mind you, he was like 6 straight kills, and then in the 4th minute of the game they did get one back, and it's a very important one back too. While the Astral Echo revealing everyone's locations, as well as the hitboxes, and once again Nairobi Edith winning the lane on the X-Borg. Actually getting some redemption.
Yeah, getting some redemption and doing a little spin.
Yeah, looking very proud, twirlies all around. So, yeah, there's gonna be an extra bit of confidence as Nairobi just built their first core item, the Feather of Heaven, with a lot of attack speed. So yep, you're gonna do a lot of damage there. But GG Easy attempting with the Numenal Blast. But hold on a minute, there's the real one. There is a real Numenal Blast to take it down. I wouldn't say real, it is the fake one. It's the Valentina.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Double kill. And that is all she wrote on his team fight there. And whoa, Edith, what are you doing there? Defending top? Okay, but that's not enough. You're not there in time. Even though you're gonna deal a lot of damage, GG Easy trying to make a difference, but no.
So 11-4 and a 2,400 gold lead within the first 6 minutes. That means this turtle looks very likely that it's going to go over to B4G2, who are in the ascendancy. They're getting the things they want out of the fights.
And those things being the turtle, and yeah, J. Carl on the Valentina, that one ultimate from the Lolita, stolen ultimate. That is why they pick Valentina as a priority, is because of the ability to steal out ultimates. They stole the Lolita ultimate at the first part of the, before the first turtle, and that is what they got them more objectives. And
Right.
Speaking of, what a cancel by Heisenberg. So that's like that's damage control right there.
Right. That was impressive. Good timing, like you say. And we will see the third turtle in a little while, about 80 seconds. And until then, it's going to be interesting to see what GameTradeMarket look to do.
I'm gonna theory craft on what the Valentina can steal, like, and apart from the ultimate, like, apart from the Lolita ultimate and Numenal Blast, because that is really important. They're really huge AoE, and combine that with her flicker almost being off cooldown, and as well as everyone zoning now, like really good box there. So yeah, focusing on the task in hand. Because right now he's gonna set up more. Look at J. Carl once again. Numenal Blast. It's gonna be another. It is a sidestep for Sophie. Gets taken out. Harbsy with a double kill. The model's connecting onto everyone, but cannot deal any damage. Oh my goodness. There's two down to none. 4-13. They're gonna retake that lead.
Yeah.
They always had that lead, but they're gonna extend it.
Yeah, they've been impressive, and there were moments where GameTradeMarket had a good little spell and got back into it, but no, this is 5,000 gold lead and 13-4 on the kills and 3 more towers. It is a tough spot to be in.
And Grand Theft Purple in the hands of J. Carl. So you have really choking at everything that they got, but look at the Astral Echo revealing everyone. Nairobi actually gets the kill onto the roamer. Chips gonna deal fire. Farago armor gonna take it out. Nairobi is gonna fall. There's a decimator, but retribution for the movement speed. That's actually from the Valmon there. No retribution present, but the Lord is still there. And considering B4G has a really huge advantage, there are they gonna get that Lord? No, there's a lot of people present for GTM. They still want to contest it, but look at J. Carl stealing the new Numenal Blast. You see that Lolita icon. That means they want business.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems to be that Lolita's ultimate is the only thing that J. Carl wants. Not the Wrath, not the lethal counter to get those last hits, not even the Astral Echo to reveal positions there. Look at J. Carl just standing there like it's nothing. While the Lord being whittled down is gonna be a bit of a Lord dance. That's what you call a Lord dance. Not whittling the Lord down as much as you think, because whenever there's a Lord being contested, that prompts the other team to like get in there. And they could use this Lord, use this mentality as a bait. But look at the Martis. Not really attacking. Not attacking the Lord, not depleting their HP too much. But considering the advantage that they have and the good amount of zoning, they're just gonna go for it anyway.
Yeah.
Like the information is given. The information is given now that everyone is present. So like, they're gonna check if they have the ability to contest, and if they're really hesitant to go forward. So they thought like, nah, they're not gonna do it. So we're just gonna take the Lord anyway and move on with our lives.
Yeah, and it was good boxing out. Like, they did wait a while, but they made 100% sure that they had pushed everyone off, and then they very quickly finished off the Lord, which is now marching along top lane.
I want to object something about the emblem choice, the talent choice rather, with Chips having the lethal ignition. Lethal ignition is for heroes with kits with very big damage, and Chips not a particularly, more of a huge damage, oriented. But look at that, no one blast there. That's one, and that is another. That is retribution. That is a counter punch from the Valentina.
Yeah, waited and waited, and as soon as the Numeron Blast came in, did the clone of it, and impressive
The
timing.
second one.
Yeah.
The second one. The real one got hit, got hit at first, but the Valentina went out of the way. And look at that! Oh my god, bursted down!
Wow.
Oh my goodness, I can't even watch! I can't even watch! That is a massacre! And using the wrath again, but that's no stacks! Eden's gonna get bursted down! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have an audition! The audition, one by one! And that is game, and that is scene! B4G with the sweep.
Yes, indeed. Impressive work, and that will set up our final. We know who it's going to be now. It is New Guild 1 versus B4G2. Both teams have never made the final before, so that's going to be interesting. Obviously, New Guild 1 have some very good players, and they've been in a lot of tournaments and a lot of finals, but they are new to GuildsArena, so on their very first entrance, they have made it all the way to the finals. And same for B4G2. That's actually a new team that's joined before we know it. And so 2 newcomers make it to the final. Very, very
New
interesting.
faces.
We will be
New
back.
faces. I thought I want to follow up. New faces on the grand finals is very exciting to see. So we're guaranteed to have one step foot in the cement of legacy here in GuildsArena.
That's for sure. And we can go over the stats very quickly. We will be back with the final in roughly 20 minutes. But before then, let's quickly talk about that second game.
That Valentina priority pick on the red side is actually just really worked wonders, especially that first Numenon Blast to take down 3, as well as give Martis a really good snowball. It's just a spectacle. Like a Valentina specialist that knows who or what to use in certain types of situations is just masterful in Valentina, but not on just the hero, but the rest of the heroes as well. So constantly stealing the Numenon Blast gives them a really good amount of AoE initiations apart from the Kaja, and that just snowballed from there. Martis getting the Maniac, and he is going for a tank build. So even though he hurts, he's gonna be very hard to take out. He only has that one damage item, which is the Fury Hammer. Just a small damage item even, and even supported with the base race because of the amount of commotion that was going on into the rest of the map. And the XP lane, I think that is their own story, but the X-Borg getting that early kill means that he got a lot more gold and a lot more core items to help out with his team. But a deserved MVP going over to J. Carl. 15 assists. Usually amazed with the damage dealing and such, but she acted like a hard blown support for their team. It's just mind blowing, and because of that, they couldn't get any space. GTM does not have any reaction time to where everything is happening, throughout the match. Lolita couldn't get any initiations is because there's a lot of heroes that can disrupt or cancel her Numeron Blast, being the Martis and the Kaja, what we have seen before. The Balmon, though, despite his objective clearing capabilities, the snowball was just not in his favor. He did build a good amount of defense or HP items for more farming, but then again, the Martis is just so farmed in the early game. When the Melissa was picked, I was certain that they could have a better game because of the Lolita. she was really focusing on that Beatrix to try to block everything. But that is the only projectile that you would have. That's the only projectile attacks that GTM has, apart from B4G has GTM. Sorry, GTM.
No worries. Yeah, no, good
Yeah,
call.
yeah,
And
GTM.
they didn't
Yeah,
have.
GTM only has two projectile attacks, which is the Valentina and the Beatrix. Lisa like looking to block these, but there's so much other elements that you have to take note of. And yeah, they did have the opening. They even tried hard to aid the Melissa, but that didn't work out. And I think I was really excited about it because of her go away, but that didn't came into fruition at all. So yep, it all trumps them with the snowball and the initiations from GTM.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it rolled and it steamrolled, and eventually it was insurmountable quite quickly. So, great play by B4G2. Unlucky to GTM. They did get to the semi finals. They'll be back stronger next season. There's no doubt of that. They'll be happy with all of their performances up until the semi final, and some stuff to watch back and see if they can adapt their game for the next tournament. We will set up right now for the final, and the stream will be back live in roughly 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and the final will start. We have New Guild 1 versus B4G2. Looking forward to it. Speak very soon.